Hi friends, this we got from Amazon, and this is a box of peonies. Peonies in mixed colors, Festiva Maxima, which is white color, Karl Rosenfield, which is red color, and Ball of Beauty. Let us see what all we have got in here. This is an envelope showing all sorts of colors and varieties we will be getting into it. This is very nicely and delicately done. First we'll wash all these roots from this. This is Peony Festive Maxima, set of 3 roots. One root. Two root. Maybe this is the thing. So it is this. We'll be getting white peonies out of it. Nice healthy roots, very nice. One, this is second, and this is third. Very nice, beautiful. Even you can see the eyes. You can see these 2 eyes. These are called eyes. These are 2 eyes, and these are other 2 eyes. So we'll be getting 4 shoots out of it, out of this one piece. You can see this is white pink eye, light white pink eyes. What this piece has got. This is still growing. It is growing, and this is a very big one. Nice piece, and it has this shoots. We can see these are called eyes, light baby pink shade. So we washed it just to make it sure that we remove all the wooden pieces, that extra chips, wood chips, and because when we'll be mixing it into the potting mix, we don't want to get any wood bugs, termites and all. This is the one piece. Let us open other pieces also, then we have got these 4 packets. It is mixed colors, 3 roots, and these are Peonies Ball of Beauty, set of 3 roots, Van Zeverdine, and this is Peonies Karl Rosenfield, set of 3 roots. The roots are very big and bulky, so you have to make sure that you give ample of space to each of the roots while planting. Don't hesitate to buy a new planter, because when you have planted, you don't want to disturb roots for at least a year. Only then the shoots will come, and leaves and flowers will bloom out of it. So now we'll be digging our hands into the soil, and we'll be transferring the soil into the pot. This is Bowl of Beauty, pink and yellow shade, peonies. This is Carl Rosenfield. It is slightly pinkish red, dark pink, and this is a mixed colors. It has light baby pink shade, red, and off-white creamish color. So we have at least 12, three of each. We have 12 roots, and we will be needing like at least we will be putting this into this long tall right now. It is 36 inches in length, this planter, and the depth is almost 6 inches. And one thing is that I'll be starting these in this as a beginning like putting 3 roots at some inches distance, 6 inches distance, and after that only like I'll be transferring the roots into the bigger pots when the shoots and the roots will be a little bit developed, because I don't want to like put these beautiful roots into the big bulky containers at the beginning, because I don't have that much space in my apartment. So these window containers are very best suited for my needs, and supposedly like for time being they'll be very helpful for these beautiful peony garden. Let us wear gloves, and then we'll be putting potting mix into this container, half fill with filling it halfway, and then we'll be putting some azomite rock salt, like you can get it online either on Amazon or eBay, and then you can put the roots on it on the soil. Just mix the soil and the azomite thoroughly, so that the nutrition may get into the roots very nicely. We also have one this green sand. We'll be putting a teaspoonful of green sand in it. It has all the nutrients for a healthy vigorous plants. This you can get at Gardener's Supply Company. So let us begin with all these things. Make sure that you fill the container at least half, because you just have to lay the bare root 2 to 3 inches from the topsoil, from the cover. It's nice to put peonies in the ground, but since it's winter and we don't want it to get frostbite, so we'll be like starting it indoors, and then we'll be shifting it outdoors within few weeks, like 12 to 16 weeks. You should give it at least for the roots to develop, because it needs shady to partly sun, and this doesn't need full sunlight in the beginning. And there shouldn't be any water clogging. The soil should be wet or moist, you can say, but not waterlogged. So be sure that you have holes in the bottom if you are taking other garden planters. Garden planters are very, what you say, this is a little bit green sand. And this green sand, what it does is provide all the nutrients that flowers may be needing for healthy growth. First, roots needs. If you are allergic to this sand or soil, please wear mask, because sometimes this powder chunk can get into your eyes also. We are putting azomite. It is 0.2, and it should be putting, the quantity should be 1 tablespoon in 1 gallon of soil, 2 pounds per 10 square feet. So we have put almost 1 teaspoon or half tablespoon. Let the roots grow. Then you can, when the roots grow and you can see there's some visible shoots, healthy shoots growing out of it, then you can probably transplant the entire system into the bigger pots. You can take 1 gallon pots or 2 gallon pots from Home Depot or Lowe's, and you can transplant them. So this is our first root. You have to be very careful while planting. This is the root's eye. These are the true eyes that are emerging out of this shoot. So this should be facing upwards, and as we have said that it should be 2 to 3 inches from the topsoil, from the top layer. We will be planting 3 or 4 roots here, because I am fond of bushy plants. This is another root, and you can see these eyes, 1, 2, and 3 and 4. It has beautiful eyes. So we'll be putting this way. A slight angle doesn't harm it. So we have ample of space. We have space for 1 root also. Do your judgment, do your calculation, do your maths, and if you think that your pot is a little bit smaller, then plant only 1 or 2 roots, depending on the size of the roots, whether it has space to grow roots and shoots. See, this is a rootstock with a stem, so it will be giving out new shoots which will be going upwards, and the roots will be in this soil, just flaring out. So you have to be very careful that the planter shouldn't be very tiny, like 2 inches or 3 inches pot won't suffice even for this single piece of bare root. Even this piece requires at least 5 to 6 inches of space, because it itself is 4 inches tall. So it itself is 4 inches tall, so you have to be give it space 2 inches around. So we'll be opening another piece. This, we have this white, and we'll be planting other with this plant, Carl Rosenfield. Carl Rosenfield is like this. This shade, so white plus this red pink. White and pink goes together a lot of times. We have planted light baby pink in other plants, and beautiful shoots have started to grow out of the roots. This is a set of 3 roots. This is 1 root. You have to be very careful. They may be delicate and they may break, so just pick out one after the other. Beautiful pointing roots, shoots are coming. I'll just wash it and show you. Make sure that the waste, this thing, if you need to use it, this is all wood chunk, please be sure that you don't plant it along with this. And either you can wash the roots directly into the tap water, or like I am doing, just give it a thorough gentle cleanse, because these roots need some sort of moisture and a little water to cool them. They don't need the frost. See, 1 eye, 2 eye, 3 eye, 4 eye. They are the eyes. These are the nodules that will be growing upwards. Probably this also. So these are 5 eyes. Let us place white and pink, white and pink. So the bigger one goes a little bit sideways. We are planting so that it has symmetry diagonally, and this is a very good concept because this is a rectangular pot, and the area is very less to stand like in the depth space, in the deep space, or breadth space, you can say, in the deep space. So we are diagonally putting it so that it has room to grow, and we have more room for the roots to space out. So this is white, this is pink, Carlson, this is Maxima, this is Carlson, and this is again Maxima. Now we'll be putting one of these. These are the eyes. This second root, this is the second Carl root, peonies, and these are the eyes, baby pink color. Visible? Okay. These are the stalk stems. Right now we haven't encountered any of the eyes on it, but probably I think this is the eye. Let me be clear. Yeah, this is eye. There is one eye on it, and we have to place it upwards because it will be going upwards, and this way it will be placed in the planting. We have placed all the 6 eyes, 6 roots, and now we'll be putting more topsoil, potting mix. This is Miracle Grow potting mix, and you can easily get it on Amazon. Or if you have a car, you can grab it from any of the home improvement store. This soil is a little bit damp. It's not it's very fresh, and it has a moisture control content in it, and perlite, which will fluffy the soil and helps it to become light without, because the soil over the time when you water it, it just compacts. We don't want that. We want it to be a little bit warm and cozy, but compact, with air to move around, not air, like roots to move around. So you have to fill this up to the top so that no roots should be left dried out in the air. If you want, this is like this potting mix is good until 6 months. So after 6 months we'll be putting some of the flowering fertilizers in it, and this potting mix is like in itself organic, so we don't have to worry about the fertilizers or any other thing. Hopefully this planter is all set. We just have to wipe the sides and keep it in the sunny spot in the house indoors, because it is winter season, as we said already, that it is winter season and we don't want that the soil should get any frosting. Plus there shouldn't be any water clogging. Just spray on the topsoil and it will be surface, because this soil is very damp. See, this soil is a little bit damp, not wet, because it is organic. It is mixture of roots and humus and compost plus fertilizers and less fertilizers and perlites, white component in the soil, so that it remains a little bit lightweight. So 2 of the roots have been planted in it, and we'll be putting another 2 sets in another planter. Don't forget that we have added azomite and green sand in it for extra benefits to the root system, and for healthy colors of the plants. Healthy roots leads to healthy plants. Now we'll be opening another planter, another pack. It is tuberose, and we are very fond of tuberose because it has long stalks, long white stalks, long green stalks with white flowers on it, and they are very fragrant, and we like it so much that after planting in different planters, like ordering in, now I have ordered bulk supply, and you can get this also from Amazon's. This I ordered from eBay. Just making sure that this piece doesn't have any shoot system, okay, or a root. It is all sand and soil, so we are good. We are in good hands. So we'll be getting this aside. Just we have to water it afterwards, but don't wet it. And now we are here to plant tuberoses. It is long stalks, flowers with white color blooms on it, and we have got this box from Amazon, and we'll be planting it. In this planter. This is a potting soil, and you can have seedling starters also, but these are the bulbs, tubers, so we make it sure that it gets plenty of space and plenty of shoot system. I am fond of bushy plants. Like, I am not like scattered type of person. So I'll be putting this box into this planter. This is 36 to 40 inches planter, and we got it from online. This is window seating planter, and we are putting soil into it. This is potting mix, and it feeds the plants up to 6 months, and it is beneficial for bloom color. Miracle-Gro, and it is good potting mix. This soil has ample of nutrients. It is made from humus and compost organic mix plus perlite. So these tuberoses will be going into these roots or these bulbs. These tubers will be going into it. The tuberoses are very fragrant and I am very fond of it. Let's see how many stalks we can get out of it. It is like very fragrant. It is almost 3/4 full. And we'll be adding some additional contents like amendments and all, and supplements, soil supplements that may build up the roots system, and we have healthy tubers afterwards for the next years. We don't have to replant it because the tubers in it, these are very small but they multiply, so it will be better for you. It is better that the planter should be good enough because it multiplies. The tuber roots multiplies. It comes in 2 shades, white and pink and white, and these are white double petal, double rose, and yeah, this is my first time. We have layered ample amount of soil in it, and now we'll be like, there's a paper in it. Let us see the planting instructions, what the person has said. eBay. It says that here are some of the instructions. Thank you for your order. We appreciate your business. When you receive the bulbs, store it above freezing from 50 Fahrenheit to 60 Fahrenheit in a good ventilation or in the room temperature in dry area until you are ready to plant it, which should be after the last day of frost. You can plant it inside in pots for early planting. So we are like following this thing. We are planting in the pots for early planting, and it will be staying inside as it is begin to frost outside. Winter has started to set in. Tuberose, second, tuberose like soil that has good compost and well drained soil. So this is the adequate soil that it requires. The plant also requires full sun. So when the shoot starts up, it requires part sun, and then when it grows up to 3 to 4 inches height and it has like settled in the soil and hold on it, then you can full southern sun. You can fertilize the plant using 10-10-10 fertilizer or Miracle-Gro every month. So we are using Miracle-Gro potting mix. Plant bulb 1 or 2 inches under the soil and 6-8 inches apart. As we can say, we have already told you that bulbs multiply in the soil, so we have to space them because they multiply from 1 bulb to 2-3 bulbs, then 5, and so on. Again, thank you for your order, and we look forward to for your future business. Thank you, Sand and Bulbs. So we'll be taking this out later. We are looking into the big bundles, and we are not breaking this because we don't want. I need some bushy florets, like bushy tree. So we'll be putting this, the bigger thing. and we have two planters. We have set two planters, so this is the one planter, and another planter will be setting the similar sort of situation. And don't think that I'm a fool, because this is all I have. More the planters, more the I have to take care of, and it is quite big planter, and I'm amazed by this size. And the bulbs are very tiny and small, but the bundle is big, so we have to space out the bundle so that whenever the bundle expands, it is a in this thing, the center one is a mother root, mother tuber, and all the sideways there are single small tubers. So each tuber will be growing a shoot, but for me, like, I want 4 to 5 shoots growing out of single stalk. I don't want to place one single thing, and then all of them will be like dangly. And so let it be together with the mother root. And one thing we have to do it, that we have to space it accordingly, so that all the smaller shoots, these that are growing on the sides, smaller ones, these are the bigger one. This is a bigger one. This is a bunch, but these are still growing, and this is a bigger one, the center one. So it will be yielding more fruit, like more blooms. This is, I'm just spacing it out, making it sure that we have good space for other people in the other planter. And make sure that you have to put sand in it, because it requires a little bit of well drained soil. So let us bring another planter. Okay. We have just arranged all the tuberoses shoots, tubers in this, and we have ample of space in this 40 inches container. As we said that we have to space it 1 to 2 inches apart. I haven't broken the bigger smaller ones from the bigger one, so we'll be putting more topsoil on it. Make sure that you put sand a little bit on it. This is very good sand, green sand. With water, it just, in gallon of water, it just mixes with the soil and goes down along with it. We should have put, you can it requires well drained soil, but if you want that, you can place sand also, pure sand, or play sand in it, because it requires well drained soil. So you can place sand in it. Make sure to water it less, but the soil should be moistened enough, like this. And there should be holes in the bottom of the container, but if you're putting sand in it and a little bit of dryness, it is like aloe vera plant. You don't have to water it regularly, daily. You don't have to water it, but on a regular basis you can put water like 4 to 5 days in a week. After 4 to 5 days you can water the plant with the watering can, so that it may sprinkle the water all over the surface, and it may have the drainage holes, so that water may extra water may go out of the container and may not clog the soil, because no these tubers or bulbs or seeds, they don't require the water clogging system. They don't want, they just want the wet loamy soil with sand in it a little bit. So tuberose is all set, and we are happy that we have planted it well nicely. And there shouldn't be any air pockets, because whenever you water it, due to air pockets, the soil will go down, like it may the air might come up, and you will, like, you feel like, oh my god, there is very less soil, and now you don't have any more soil to compensate the level of the soil, and the plants are all drooping here and there. They are dwindling because of the lack of grabbing soil. So there should be ample of soil for the roots to cling on and give support to the growing plant. And we haven't planted this in the ground because this is winter season, and the frost is just setting in. Today it was snow, and together with rain, and for 3 days it was raining. This is all set. Thanks, YouTube. Hello girls. So we'll be planting more of peonies in this large size planter, and we have put my Miracle-Gro potting mix into it, and it is halfway full. This container has holes in it in the bottom, and there is a dripping tray also with it, and we got it from Amazon, and it's a very good size, and you can get it easily any sort of things from online ordering. So we'll be opening this. It is mixed set of colors, like it is 3 roots, light baby pink, off-white and dark red, and it is Ball of Beauty. It is also 3 roots. Ball of Beauty is like yellow in the center, and white and the pink on the outside border on it. And we will be opening these 2 packets from this. We ordered 4 packets, and we already planted 2 packets in the planter, and now we'll be setting this planter. We have to wash the roots first. This is the first root, and you can see the pink eyes on it, and they'll be growing into good shoots. This is one root, and this is the second root. This is the third root. The third root is a little bit white in color, but it has pink buds growing on it. Very healthy. The rest all is sand and soil. We have put another planter, another pot, to see whether we have any root stock in it. You can imagine some of the, like, you don't expect that it won't be, like, some of the eyes might be breaking off from the parent roots. These are the eyes that have already grown up. 2 are these here. You can wash it under the tap water. This is a nice stalk, root stalk and shoot stalk, stem stalk. This is the major eyes that is erupting from the shoots, and we have to like layer it 2 to 3 inches from the top soil. So this is the better option for to plant it at an angle, like diagonally. All the roots eyes facing upwards, because these are the future stems, so they should be facing upwards. You can see the roots, white roots also coming out of it. This is a stem, this is the whole root system. It begins from here, and some are here, these stalks. So we'll be placing it at an angle, but at a distance, because this is a set of 3 roots, mixed color, so we don't know what color will yield what shade. And it says exposure full sun to partial shade, planting 12 to 24 inches apart, and 1.5 to 2 inches deep when they grow. Like we have to either use a gallon pot, but I'm more of a apartment person, so this was a window planter that I am having, and probably it will grow more profusely in it to 3 to 4 feet height and give good blooms. Then we'll prune it, we'll see what happens. This is a set of 3 roots, Bowl of Beauty, and I'll show you what is this mixed colors. These are the mixed colors that we'll be getting out of the 3 roots that I have already shown you. One is red, one is off-white, and one is light baby pink shade. And the other Bowl of Beauty is like this, center yellow and pink on the border. So we'll be washing these out from the wood chips. One root. This is the second root, second stem root together, and these are all healthy. And 3, and this is all soil. You can put this also along with it, depends. I have encountered a problem like while planting the rose bushes. It has this wood chips, wood powder in it, and after some time there were very minute insects coming out of it. Like they were all over my place, and my whole apartment got caught in it. So wash the roots properly and plant it in your own potting mix, in your own soil mix. So whatever additions you have to do, fertilizers or amendments, soil amendments, you can do in it. We can't find any shoots on it. There is one. This is the one going upwards this way, and there is it in the center. Just zoom it a little bit. One is here, this light white and pink, off white and pink. One is going this way, one is this, and one is there. So we'll be planting it upside down, in the, not upside down, you can say that in the direction the roots are shoots are coming up. This is another set of pair, and we have this shoot. It doesn't know where to go. The whole passage seems to be blocked. What to do? Should I break this off to have it spacing? This is the eyes and it is getting into the clumps, and it doesn't have a space for it to get in between, so we have to open a little bit so it may have a passage to come up. And one is this root and one is this eyes. Yeah. We have to put a little bit of piece, wood piece, if we can get. Or more roots, more shoots will come up. Don't have to worry about it. Let it grow on its own. Do we have peanuts? That we have spaced the roots out, and we have already put the green sand and azomite on the soil. Now we will be covering the roots up to the top. What people do is they have lands and gardens, so they dig the hole in it and they can plant in it. So, and if you are prepared ahead, like you are new to the gardening system and all, you can do the same thing at the same time, like easily putting the root system together with the soil at appropriate depth. Because you have planters, plastic pots, and you are like new to the gardening system, so it's better to do the things according to yourself rather than like learning is important, but do according to your whims and fancies. People do according to their requirements and according to the things that they have. If they have garden, they can drill the hole in it and they can plant this seed in it. And if they have pots, they just take the compost mix, which is organic, and layer it with the soil, then with the seed, then again with the soil and seed, and all this layering, it's called lasagna layering, and we do this with bulbs and tubers. Like in this fall season planting, we have begun with tulips and other bulbs, crocuses and all, and in winters they started propping out the shoots, and they will be blooming like early spring, then mid-spring, then complete spring season, and then late spring. So it all depends what sort of layering are you doing. Like, is it a big bulb, small bulb, or big tubers, how they want like a full sun, partial sun, what type of soil they require, wet soil, loamy soil, sandy soil, or but it shouldn't be waterlogged. No roots or no shoots or no tubers, no bulbs require clogging soils. There should be holes in the drainage holes, or water it adequately, just enough so that the soil remain wet. This is a compost moisture retaining soil, compost mix with the peat, moss, and a little bit of sand is also incorporated in it. And we like the already made potting mixture. You can put play sand also in it if you have, and but that is required only by the bulbs. My peonies will be flushing out with beautiful colors, and it is all set to flower in spring. Thank you. This is an onion size bulb, and we'll be planting it, roots facing downwards and shoot facing upwards. It's a show off bulb, so like as you can see, we have already put soil in the in this container, and these are thin 3 bulbs, pretty big in size. The roots should be facing downwards, and these are shoots that are stemming out of the stem portion. So we have 3 of these. What people do, you can just put it on the watering trough, and it will start to bloom. And we have to show off this bulbs like in the planter. And one more thing, we'll be planting these smaller gladoli bulbs. These are smaller gladoli bulbs alongside with this, because we want ample of flowers to bloom out. These are the smaller stem flowers, and it has it is garlic, little garlic size pieces, and we want planter to bloom in the mid spring. Yeah, I'm putting soil over it to cover it. And don't worry if some soil comes on the bulb, because it will as we have told you that 10 to 15% it is showy. Amaryllis is a showy type of like plant bulb, and it has nice blooms, and we want nice white blooms in it. So this is the first layering. We have to settle this thing first. No air pocket should be in between, and whatever soil that is coming on top of this coming shoot base, stem base, it will be like water washed with the watering can. We have to water it very little, because like onions, it will sprout on its own. The water should be a little bit on the lesser side, like you don't have to drench it completely in soggy soil. And it will be best if the soil is compost mix, because organic compost mix is very good quality in retaining moisture. So it is moisture control, and you don't have to think about it being drying out. So we'll be putting these little bulbs. Sweetie, come here, please. It says 1 to 2 centimeter in depth. So these are the bulbs that will be coming out of this on the sideways. Like in the center it will be long stalks, and on the sideways it will be like small gladoli bulbs. It is a person's design, how a person wants a planter to look when all the seeds blooms. So it's better not to mix your mind and thoughts. Just work on it, and let's see how the colors come together. We have 25 bulbs here, and we have 10 to 12 bulbs here. These are the taller bulbs. Clearly Nano Prince Claus, 6 to 7 centimeter, 6-7 centimeter, and these are 10 bulbs. It will be white, and the one we have already planted, it is pink. So these will be pink, and these will be white. So we have to place like alternately, pink, white, pink, white, pink, white, little. Place your bulbs, then plant them, and don't hesitate if you do the mistake, because by mistakes only you can learn how to plant a better garden or a better planter in the future. This is a planter gardening, and we have this much of soil left in it. We have to open another bag to cover the these smallest versions of Gladolize. First we will just have to cover these up. When you are putting little bulbs in it, just spray it a little bit of water with the watering can and not with any container or something, because with watering the can has that holes, splinter holes in it, and it will just partially water the kids, these tiny bulbs and tubers, and your little tiny garden. So this is all set. We'll be watering this in minutes.